Our second question, the probate judge is the chief election officer for the county, certifying all state and county elections. Security of elections has been a major concern over the last few years. We have a very good system in Calhoun County at present, but everything can stand to look to improve the system. The question is, what ideas and suggestions do you have to improve the integrity of elections in Calhoun County, if any?
So our elections here in Calhoun County are very secure. We have self-contained with black boxes in all of our polling machines, and I don't think they can get hacked. Now, I'm not a tech guy. I'm sure somebody might be able to hack that, but I doubt it. The controls that are in place, those little black boxes go back to the sheriff's office. We have an inventory of all of the individual paper ballots, so we account for the ballots and we make sure that those same ballots have gone through the black box. And of course, we hang on to those paper ballots in case we have to perform an audit or have to do a whole recall. I think we're fairly secure. We're very lucky in this state to be able to have a secure election. I think our biggest risk, if I've got time to talk about the biggest risk, would be the absentee or write-in ballots. The absentee ballots have the potential to be abused. People could knock on the door of somebody who has no intention of voting and say, hey, here's a paper ballot. We'd like to have you vote as absentee, sign here. And I think we need to be cautious of that. We know how many absentee ballots we have. It's a separate precinct in our accounting process. And if necessary, we can validate that and make sure everything's safe. But I believe in our elections, and I think it's important that as a general public that we do not lose faith in our voting process. If we lose faith in the election process and people stop voting, the republic is dead. Thank you.
I'll piggyback a little bit off what John said. I do believe that we have a pretty good system going on. We have voting boxes. They're very secure. I wouldn't necessarily do anything different, but I would keep doing what I can to ensure that we don't start doing different things, like dropping off ballots, like allowing people to vote electronically, like allowing people to get mass ballots. I think that as long as we follow the procedures that we have in place here, it's really not that much of a problem. But I do think we always have to be vigilant, we always have to pay attention, and we have to look at what's going on around us to make sure that that does not happen.
The Alabama Code section dictates the process that the probate judge is required to follow in order to ensure the safety and the security of our election process. There is a very detailed code section, and by being a probate judge, I would obviously read that code section and apply the law. That law comes from our legislators. It comes from Court of Civil Appeals, Alabama Supreme Court, in rulings and opinions. So I would always ensure that I follow the law. I would always ensure that the process is followed as it's required to be followed. And I also will follow the bills that are being introduced in the legislature when legislation is in session, to follow those bills and track those bills and ensure that it's going to maintain the security and the integrity of our election system here in the county. And if there's a bill introduced that would jeopardize the security of our elections here in Calhoun County, then I obviously would rally together and ask you all, as people, as citizens of our county, to rally together to get behind us to prevent that bill from being passed in the legislature tonight.